Peace and blessings to everybody that can hear the sound of my voice. I hope you pass peace and blessings on to those that can't. I'm coming to you with one side of my face working, the other side not, better known as bald palsy. I don't know. I had a video about Jay-Z. Next thing you know, half my face is not working. It says numb or whatever it is. Now my eyelid is, I got a little bit of this. I just wanted to come to you live. Um, it's live for me. It's recorded for you, obviously. But I wanted to um, really go in on the Popeyes thing. Popeyes. Every single year, Popeyes. And it's amazing. It really is. Um, so the first thing we got to talk about is actually social engineering, right? Predictive programming, right? As you know, this is something um, that has already been engineered in the past, where you had Patty's Pies with Walmart. Um, they get a seemingly unfamiliar um, black person, African American, or really just a melanated person. You don't know where they're from, but they melanated nonetheless to give them that effect. Obviously, melanation is the salt of the earth. So, because we have that influence, um, it does take off a little bit quicker. So, I say that to say this. Um, with Patty Spies, you had a guy who sang a song. That song was able to influence a crave that initiated a demand um, so high that supply couldn't keep up. It raised the price because obviously with the price um, demand curve, it raises the based on the demand, and that's with anything. Even when you try to get an Uber at the nightclub, when everybody's getting an Uber, right? The demand for it's going to raise the price. It's surge or whatever. I'm just letting you know how it goes. So, and I don't want to drool on myself because one of my sides is working, the other side is just like I'm taking a sleep. Anywho, so we know that this happened before. We know that this social engineering has been done in the past. Um, and the predictive programming. So, if company A recruits influencer A, and then all you have to do is get enough subtweets, enough other influencers. So, for instance, say for instance um, you have a couple IG models, you have a couple um, gamer influencers, you have a couple um, people that create memes. All you have to do is put it in their timeline. You can repeat it in their timeline until they snatch a hold of it, or you can influence them with some kind of you do this, you'll get more followers. And naturally, people will want to get more followers because that's the name of the game. That's where we are now. Followers means money. If you have more followers, you can make more money in this day and age. So, company A gets influencer A, which is really let's call it what it is. It's coon A. You got somebody singing, bucking, their eyes dancing, whatever the case may be. They are going above and beyond for something that could be comical. Okay. And I want to I'm going to retract it because I do comedy, and they they could have just did this to get a laugh out of their social circle, right? And then it got so big. But it's always the same case. Someone's singing about it. Oh my God, these patty pies. Or I just got some chicken from Popeye. You should go get some chicken from Popeye too. And then the race is on. People flood to the streets. Initially, that's one type of people. And all you need is the influence crowd, which are African Americans or melanated Americans, right? One because obviously hip hop is pop culture or popular culture, and with that, they look to people that look like hip hop to give them what should be popular. Um, so they rush to the streets. Everybody else follows suit. So it was like, what's gonna be next? You know what I mean? Now I don't know when Patty Spies was. It might have been 2 years ago. So they can't really do this maneuver too many times before, not catching on or whatever. Being a little distant, you want to have a little space between it because you don't want somebody to connect the dots. But the dots are there, right? And we see how this predictive programming happens. Now, what else is there to say about it? Fast food, known for the industrial um, food complex or industrial farming, chickens that can't stand up, sprayed with antibiotics and genetically engineered to grow to full-size chickens in 9 months. We know that. It used to take 2 years, right? But now it's 9 months. So we know that. So now, this roided chicken is being seasoned with not only MSG, which is a sodium, all right? I forget the actual breakdown, but I think the S in MSG is sodium, which is salt. So salt, you know, salt makes everything taste good. I'm not gonna lie to you, but hypertension, high blood pressure, um, and all the other health issues come with that. Now, you also have these other ingredients. These other ingredients are going to definitely be a crack. It's people say, all right, it's crack in that food, but it really is a suggestive um, component to it. Like They put something in the food that when you pass by the restaurant, it triggers you. So not only the logo will trigger you because of the quote unquote crack in the food, but you have a fiending for it. People don't go to restaurants. People have loyalty to restaurants, yes, but with so many options in restaurants these days, to go to the same restaurant every week in a month is for two reasons. One, advertising or marketing, because they are in your timeline, on your TV, whatever. They're bombarding you with advertising and suggesting you to go to their stores, and you take it in. And that's a small percentage of people, but it does happen. The other is the crack, a stimulant that releases in your brain once you ingest their food. So, because you want that stimulant, you go to that restaurant. Now, all restaurants have this stimulant, mayhaps. Fast food, yes. But um, the majority of them, like mom and pop stores, blah blah blah, they have to work. They have to go on, real taste. Um, where fast food goes on quick service, and they have to hook you with it because the food's not. It's not good for you. A. It's not good to you. B. And C. It's genetically modifying you. So as the younger generation gets this food that's been industrialized, farmed. I don't know how to say that. Farmed industrially. That's how we break it down. Um, then their body chemistry and as well as maturity is going to be different. So you'll see, um, people going through um, the changes to puberty earlier. Um, you'll see the issues of obesity, issues of diabetes earlier. You'll see all of these influences that influence the child at an earlier age. So I say all this to say this: Popeyes is definitely using what they have learned um, from the history, and I can't think of one before that because social media wasn't at that level, I suppose. But now that it is at that level, we'll see it again. We will definitely see it again. Um, they say if you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. So we'll see it again because people have attention deficit disorder, meaning they're not going to remember what they just saw, or they don't pay attention long enough to realize what's going on. Um, it's gonna be a short video. I'm wrapping it up now. Like I said, I got the Ball's palsy on the face here, so it's not enjoyable for me, you know. But I just wanted to come, speak my mind, speak my piece, let it be heard, and like, comment, subscribe. Let me hear your opinion. Let's talk about it. A couple of weeks, I'll be fine, back to my normal self. And if you want to hear more about Boss Walsy, my struggle and whatever, just hit me in the comments. Let me know. I'll talk about that as well. And thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully, peace and blessings.